Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to episode 169 of my Let's Play Tyranny. I'm IVATOPIA, as I set for a 4-day, 10-hour journey. They're coming from up here. And that letter was 24 hours I sent, so hopefully I'll have a reply on that when we get there too. Got a few quests I can't seem to pass, which is a bit annoying. I ended up slaughtering a bunch of people because of it, and I've left one witness at least. Because it wouldn't let me pass it, because I'm supposed to slaughter everyone and I can't find who it is. So hopefully he doesn't come back and bite me in the butt later on. Yeah, he killed everybody in my village but me. And they're like, come here. Slit his throat. See? You don't always show that he's dead. But you kind of proved that point by killing in front of us. You got me there. Omni's Bane deal large amounts of damage. Should actually rest. I'm actually thinking about it. It's now daytime. Nighttime, daytime, nighttime, daytime, nighttime, daytime, daytime. The voices are near it. Come here, you. I have 7 toes. Guard you with an unreadable expression. Maybe we should kill them all and start again. That would be the light. Bah! We can always dispatch our howling mob when Ashes and his iron claws are a stain on this country. Faithbinder, always a pleasure. What do you need to know? We're dizzying with answers. What about the Edict Stone? Must you bother us with your ceaseless prattling? Go speak with 7 toes if you need answers. It's so dire. We are exhausted of company. Wow. I mean, and Karen the Insatiable is vanquished from the lands. As much as that rebellious simpleton of Arlequin has amused us, and Edict Resolved is more important to our purpose. He will not be missed, and our gangs will feast on the fruit of these lands. We thank you, dear Faithbinder, for your assistance. A shame that dire news is the only reward we have in hand. Arlequin opens his palm to reveal the charred form of a carrier dolph. Oh, he killed it. Hours before you arrived, we received word from our agents in Valen's Well. It would seem disfavored have marched across the mountains intent on taking your spire. What? How about some assistance? You certainly have gangs to spare, and then some. Then save me the effort of bringing the fight to them. See the message from Faithbinder Rollins. Okay. My dear IVATOPIA. Pursuit of Karen. And they say respect for one's elders is dying art form. I thank you kindly. Kindly for the offering, as I've accounts to settle and grandchildren to spoil, and keeping a low profile isn't very profitable. I have enclosed something for you in return. I do so hate to let parchment collect dust. I figured a younger mind could make use of some of the scrolls haunting my cabinets. I'm now the oldest of the court's children, and I have much in my time. I've seen much in my time. It's probably for the best. Everyone assumes I'm old, harmless, and worth shuffling away in the archive. If I were scrutinised too closely, I'm sure Tunin would find I've grown lax in my spoiled old age. Part of why I'm where I am is that I've kept my head down. You appear to be doing the opposite. In some regards, this is beyond your control. You were chosen for the honour of reclaiming Karen's edicts. Twice to declare would have meant death, but to accept means to be placed on the stage for all to see. Karen's most powerful weapon is not the edict, it's her ability to hand us rope that we willingly use to hang ourselves. Never forget this. There are numerous questions nestled in your requests. What is it you wish to know most? Focus your inquiry and I will answer as best I can. Faithbinder. Inquire about edicts and their nature. Ask about the spires. Because if I know about edicts and their nature, maybe I can do them myself. Spires would be key. Go with spires. My dear... Oh, I need to go further. Dear Morphos, it seems wise to know one's what owned the domain, and seeing as I'm now the master of Mount Spire, I ought to learn all that I can. If you would share with me what you know of the Spires, it would be in your debt. I'll start with what I know and have observed so far. The Mount Spire seems to awaken at about the same instant that the Count's edict of execution was put into rest. There was a burst of arcane energy that drowned out my senses, and I awoke at the summit of the spire in what seemed to be just a few heartbeats of time. Atop the spire is an old sculpture of sorts, and it seems to be the core of the spire's mystic energy. I've been seeing visions and receiving sensations from the sculpture. Seems odd to describe it as talking to me, but that seems the closest analogy. And the first report such things, there are other spires elsewhere in the world. Correct. IVATOPIA. And one day. Dear Faith by IVATOPIA, I ended the edict, and now you have ended an Archon. I know none in this court had such expectations for you when the adjudicator initially brought you among us. So many surprises in so short of a span. You fascinate. While you lived, Karen was a singular being, a titanic man born of the womb of Terrorus herself. To hear some tell it, while none still living can provide accounts to that birth, you bore witness to his demise. Indeed, you precipitated in it. I ask that you indulge my scholar's curiosity. What passed between you and the Archine of the Stone in those final moments? Did you ground, tear itself asunder as a widow rents her garments? Huh? Did the mountains groan pavoritic to their champion? Were there any final words from Karen, spoken or inscribed? Does the crystal that reportedly protrudes from the cliff faces throughout ours still glimmer, or has it darkened? I watch eagerly for your bird, Faithbinder. Oh, him again. Describe interrupting ritual, brag about felling the Archine, tell him that you saved the land and spared Karen. So I guess there's no lies in there, so almost stuff. Interrupting the ritual. Faithbinder rolls. Whatever the Faithbinders hope to accomplish with their remains of the errant Archon, I put an end to it. Robber, mages, and iron-clad warriors alike fell before the onslaught. Their rituals cut off mid-chant. The power they drew forth from Karen rolled overhead, shuddering through the land as they collected it. The assault proved enough to disturb the fragile spellwork, however, making off in a gaping wound. The magic flowed from the Archon of Stone as readily as the blood fled his Archon, fulfilling the purpose of the overall edict. Kane's execution was both savage and beautiful. I shall never forget it. Okay, nice. So what's the quest now? When Zoraida disfavoured or laying siege to your aspiring vendors, well, Archon of War has apparently exhausted his restraint and called for your head. Wow. Enemy forces are marching to Crescent Well. So vendors, well we go. Guess we just say, we haven't said for a while. Schools, maybe we gotta go and deal with these idiots. I should probably level before we go, shouldn't I, too, to be safe. Since he's marching a whole bloody army now. A whole army. So let's do that first. I have 1 point, okay. Spell strength, magic defense, why not? Boom. There we go. Spell cooldown, so we can heal more. Boom. You don't have any yet. You can't go for that. I guess the spell will be good because you can't do health either. That's going to help with that, isn't it? So that'll be good for you. Do we have an extra point? Yes, we do. Do everyone? Oh, you don't. Everyone else does. Killing shadows. Requires 1 talent point spent in Ravager trees. While low on health, killing shadows attack twice. Already have that. Requires 3 talent points. Can't do that. So let's focus on snapping bones. I've got that. I've got that line. That's a damage bonus and wounded. Requires 6 talent points spent in Tyranny. Reduce recovery and grants hit precise when wounded. Beautiful. That will work great for him. Her, sorry. Now, what do you need to focus on? Requires 3 talent points. Requires 6 talent points to spend a sage tree. Grant additional spell slots. Ooh. That could be worth it. What's this stuff? Has a bonus of arcane armor and magic defense. Go with that. Go with that. Save all. Time for me. Okay, Blade Dance requires 6 talent points. Gain a bonus power for each enemy that engages you. Also, bonus hit. Why not? What's this one? While wearing only light armor, gain a bonus of dodge and parry. What armor do I actually wear? 1 second. What am I wearing? Heavy. So that's pointless. Go for that one. So yeah, I'll go with this. The Blade Dancer. Okay. So Vendor's Well. Central Plasma of the Tears, Mountain Range. That's where they said they're going, isn't it? Oh, I can't jump to it directly. Where's Vendor's Well heading to? Well, they say in Vendor's Well. Okay, let me do a check. Where are we heading? Oh, laying siege to your spire in Vendor's Well. So I'm a spire there. How many forces are marching on the Citadel in Vendor's Well? Citadel in Vendor's Well. Citadel. Is it this one? Oh, this class of Vendor's Well though. This Blaze Cloth. Guess it's this one. There's no other Citadel, is there? I don't see another Citadel, so I guess it's gotta be this one we're going to. Yep, it must be. Assassin Hall. Unreachable, this area is currently inaccessible. Ah, because they're attacking it. Let go and sort them out. Oh, I'm trying to get this up the army attacking and something's happening here. Counter in a stone city. A group of youths about a dozen years of age are at play just outside of Ramshackle Farming Village. Okay, good for them. 3 of the youths wield crude knives and axes carved from solid planks of wood. They face off against a team of younger children with scraps of brightly dyed cloth tied to the wrists and ankles and necks. Okay, good. They're eagerly volunteered that they're playing Bane and Raiders. It's a local variation of the game played by children all across Terrace, in which the armed children attempt to sneak some small treasure, in this case a shard of well-polished clay, out of an area distinguish the old walls, without being caught by the opposing team, whose members portray the Bane. Okay. Knowing that such games tend to be most popular in areas where Bane have recently prowled, you ask to use if there have been any recent sightings. They excitedly inform you that just last week a farmer heard their howling and saw the glow from the direction of the nearby old walls. Pursue the Bane? No, the Bane pursue it, might as well. Leaving the main road behind you, press through the wilds towards the old walls. As you approach the massive stone structure, you make out the chaotically swirling blood-red lumens of the Bane, their low howls growling intensity at your approach. Guess we'll deal with the Bane quick, then we'll get across. I might maybe level her quick. Okay. Oh, it's a lot of Bane. We can do it. Of course it's a battle. He's like, it's a battle. Got a battle at the mile, it's a battle. Beautiful. I think they do more damage to red ones. The ones heal more. Oh, speaking of healing, I was a bit lower then and he got us up. Good boy! Keep me up. Don't let me fall. Come on, guys. Well, guys, female beast, female, and guy. Let's get this done. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Oh, heal yourself before you die. Because you're the healer. Okay, seriously, you're going to die. Heal oneself. And I'm going to have to mess a drink with you. There we go. Okay, you come over here. There we go. Now finish him. Beautiful. Should probably rest here before we get because we might be in a full-on battle coming up. But then again, we need to kind of get there. Okay, well, we'll just go. We're wasting too much time. Assuming we go to the right place, that does. 17 hours away. Come on. And as we travel there, we're going to end this episode. Like, subscribe, good stuff. Oh, wait. Ooh, something's happening. Ooh, let it load up first, and then we'll end the episode. Like, subscribe, good stuff. See you next week. I'm in IVATOPIA. Have a great day out there. Remember to share. Remember to subscribe.